Maniacs, welcome back to the channel, your local bedhead here. We are going to be diving into a channel I have not watched in a good minute, and one of the reasons why this is a channel that I don't watch all the time is because most of the time their videos are almost 2 hours long, like this one. This is an hour and 53 minutes long, which means you probably won't see a whole lot of me pausing it and talking, even when if there is something I want to talk about, I will be still pausing it and talking about it. So this video could be well over 2 hours or something minutes long. Be prepared for that. This video is dedicated to Nicole Mercer, who generously has donated to my GoFundMe several times now. If a lot of you guys don't know, I put together a GoFundMe because I am right now financially struggling. A lot of you guys may think I make a lot of money off this channel, in which case you are absolutely 100% wrong. I've even shown that I turn off most of, if not all of my monetization, because most of the content I do is reactions, and I just don't make a whole lot of money off of other people's videos and whatnot. I just don't do it. And yeah, that's basically one of the reasons why I put together this GoFundMe. I do work a job. I am a security guard. So before you start leaving hate comments saying, well, if you got a job, you could buy the house. No, clearly you do not understand what buying a house means. If you're not making much money, you're probably not going to be buying a house. It's even a struggle to rent in today's society anymore. So I put together this GoFundMe to hopefully help me try to buy this my grandparents' house from like $5 to however much you want to donate. Every ounce helps. If you guys want to donate to the GoFundMe, the link will be in the description. It's completely up to you. This is the house I grew up in. I've been in this house for the past probably 16 years. Going on, it seems, 18 years now of me being in this house, so I would hate to lose it. My grandma has agreed to sell me the house, and I said to people, if you donate, shoot me a video recommendation and I'll react to it for you. So this is for you, Nicole. Thank you so much again. You're an absolute sweetheart. This is not the first time you donated to my channel. You have shown so much support for me in the past, God knows how long. This video is absolutely dedicated to you, and more videos and dedication will be coming out for you guys who have donated to my GoFundMe. It really means the world to me. This is from Overnight. Performing the death ritual at Haunted Bridge. Viewer warning is advised. We are going to go ahead and dive into this thing because, again, this video is almost 2 hours long. I would sit here and dive more into the backstory and my personal opinion of Overnight. I like Overnight a lot. As a matter of fact, I think it has one of the best paranormal investigators, in my personal opinion, when it comes to being naturally funny, and that is with Corey Shear. You know what? There's a lot of people who do not like Elton, and it's not like I can't understand where a lot of their opinions are coming from when it comes to Elton and some of the things he has done in the past. I certainly have seen it. I certainly have differed with my opinions about him. Overall, though, I think the guy he seems to be an okay guy. It's not like I have anything against Elton. There have been moments where I'll be like, that's kind of, dick move and everything, especially where he just breaks stuff or he pushes people to do things they might not want to do. Spice up the content by bringing in something without everybody's consent. Like, I would be pissed off if someone brought in a Dybbuk box without telling me, because, like, I do believe in that shit. I do believe in evil. I do believe in good. And if someone brought in a Dybbuk box right in front of me and decided not to tell me about it, I would be a little bit like, oh boy. Because I have, look, regardless of if you believe this stuff or not, or you're not so superstitious, I mean, even the possibility of it being real is kind of scary enough. And look, I have family. I have people that I live with. I don't want to bring nothing home. I don't want to bring anything to my house that could potentially harm them. Having said that, let's go ahead and dive into the video, guys. I've kind of talked a little bit too long anyways. Let me go ahead and bring the microphone a little bit closer so you guys can hear me a little bit better if I decide to talk. Okay, let's go with Overnight performing the death ritual at Haunted Bridge. Warning, this video is about the true story of a ritual performed at a haunted bridge that resulted in the death of one person and severe injury. We are returning to the bridge with one of the survivors after 3 years. Oh, wow.
The ritual bring her to life in our world because it's using power of a vehicle. As she says, alive. However, I'm stuck. The figure that I see that maps you out got scrambled. You can't go to a point where you can't talk and walk.
Elton, help me. No, this is serious. I hear energy.
It's like stuck in power mode even though the switch is on.
No way. In the keyhole, it's not turning on. 12-foot figure standing over Jared.
In the middle of the bridge.
It looks like a noose. There's a veil of energy. I just saw a pier, like right here.
You're actually scared?
I'm scared.
Point to the direction of where you are. Something feels off. Evan, we're looking at it go like that. Feels like a dream. That didn't look like you in there. It sounded like someone crying.
Got your energy, your presence, I feel in the car right now.
We saw a white figure.
For 3-4 minutes?
Jesus. As the night ended, the rain, along with unexplainable camera and audio interferences, resulted in the strange buzzing and errors we cannot explain. This will make a lot more sense the farther you watch through the night. Very good.
This video is by far the most important and meaningful investigation we have ever done. In our 5 years, this just changed everything for how we're going to move forward with what we do with our investigations.
Yeah.
We were trusted with someone's true story, something traumatic, something I cannot begin to understand and fathom what it feels to go through that. And all of that tragedy started right here. And we came back tonight 3 years later to see if we can help find any documentation of the paranormal existence here. And we did. And I think moving forward, the focus of this channel needs to be finding more stories like Whitney's. So if any of you, if you know someone that has had something traumatic happen due to paranormal events or are currently dealing with it, we're gonna put a link right here where you can now submit what is happening. We want to come out and help you.
Yeah. 1,000,000%. Yeah.
Whether it means us being there and finding experts, whatever it takes, we want to find ways to help not only the spirits, but those on the same world that we live in as well. Enjoy this video, watch it through and through, and Whitney, thank you for trusting us to tell your story and find proof of the paranormal.
First off and foremost, I would like to say, and this is something I actually just thought about, I have seen debunking videos on Sam and Colby. I have seen debunking videos on Twin Paranormal. Now I've seen debunking videos on The Boys. To my knowledge, I have never seen a debunking video that goes over overnight. To my knowledge. I'm sure people will do them at some point, but I have not seen that. And look, you know me. You know, everybody knows me, and that's one of the probably reasons why I don't get a lot of truly like hateful comments, is that most people know me as not a debunker. I'm a reactor who reacts to different types of content. I react to the paranormal. I react to debunking the paranormal. I react to all this stuff because I find it so important and so fascinating. And I think it all coincides. You can't have one without the other, right? Like you can't have good and evil. You can't have the paranormal community without debunking. I mean, it's one of those things, and what a hell of a comparison, right? But you can't have either or without the other. And people were telling me, don't get so wrapped up in the debunking, and keep watching. And I know you know who I'm. I know I'm talking about you. You messaged me on Instagram, and this is no bash to you and everything. I respect your message and everything, and I would have replied to it, but I'm so busy. I was literally passed out for like most of the day. One of the things I will tell you, and I wanted to say this on camera because I feel like it's more respectful, like I'm talking to you directly, is that I won't do that. And there's a reason why I won't do that. Like, I do love paranormal videos. I love Overnight. I love Sam and Colby. I love The Boys. I love Twin. I've come to like Twin Paranormal. I'm not as big on them as I used to be. I would say they don't hold up compared to the other paranormal channels, and that's no bash on them. That's just my personal opinion. So before you start going out and like start bashing me with like hate comments, this is just my opinion. If you love Twin Paranormal way more than these guys, that is completely okay. I'm not trying to change your opinion at all. But of all the paranormal channels I've watched, they probably haven't held up the best for me. And I think one of the reasons why Twin Paranormal hasn't held up that much for me is because they started really diving more into the humor side of things. And there's nothing wrong with humor, but they started out so serious. They started out so serious with their paranormal content that... And I was such a big fan of that, but now it's kind of gotten to that point where it's just like over and over again with the same stuff. The phone app just does not work for me. It doesn't. I don't care who you are. It just does not work for me. Someone said bless you, by the way, and I appreciate you. That's Overnight and all these other, at least channels, try to do different things, and I just don't get that with Twin Paranormal anymore. And I have to explain myself too, because I know there's a lot of people who've noticed I have not been reacting to the twins of lately, and that's no bash on them again. And look, these guys are almost to 1 million subs. Congratulations. That's not an easy feat to accomplish. regardless of what side of the spectrum you're on with them. It's not an easy task to accomplish. So the fact that you're almost to 1 million subscribers is unbelievably huge. And I congratulate you all. Like, seriously, I do. And I wish you nothing but the best for the future. Oh my God. And I will go back to watching your channel, but I got a little bit burnt out. And when I'm feeling burnt out on something, it's best if I just let it lie for a little bit. So understand that you might not see many Twin Paranormal reactions come out because I'm just trying to take a break. This stuff is delicious. I've been trying to find more drinks besides just water and coffee, which is normally what I drink. That shit is delicious. It's Powerade Zero, and it's mixed berry, and I am addicted.
Or we have talked about doing something like this for so long.
I know.
And it's just crazy that we like met Whitney on Haunted Homies last year.
Yep.
On a tour that we only did once in that style. And now we happen to be driving through the area.
I know.
So
I know. We've never done anything like this.
I'm excited. Hey! Hello. Thanks. I'm gonna give you a hug. It's been a while, almost a full year since we've seen you now.
Yep. No, it's been a year. Hope you've been good.
Absolutely, I've been good.
Good. See ya. How you doing?
Thanks for inviting us to your town.
Yeah.
I figured we meet at a church first.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We brought stuff that was given to us,
A lot of protection.
but it's not like bound to us. So we have like blessed salt. We have like Patty Negri's like protection necklace. So we have all of these different things that we can give you as well.
Yeah. Just if you want to feel more safe, you know, you can just put them in your pockets. You can wear.
Does anybody else notice that there's no creepy background music? It's just nature and them talking. I kind of like that. I kind of like it because now today's paranormal videos, it's all loaded with giant music like boom, boom, da na 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 na. It's just like it's a little bit too much now.
The necklace.
I really appreciate that, thank you.
Yeah. Why do you want to go back?
Just, I guess, to prove that I guess I'm not crazy.
Okay.
'Cause
Do you feel that way?
I don't necessarily feel that way, but I do think people perceive that, especially when I go to tell them the story. Because just the story itself is crazy to hear. Just whenever I tell a new person, I'm always scared, like, they're going to think I'm crazy, they're going to think that I didn't see anything.
Literally for years we have said we want to find someone's story, like, you know, someone who watches the channel and, you know, and see if there's some way to help them or learn something or investigate or add value in some way. And then it was like your story was like the one that we were like, oh, like,
That's what it's all about,
Did
buddy.
it feel comforting to kind of share your story with like people that you knew were gonna believe?
Yeah.
You know?
Especially, like, because I've, like, watched you guys, like, for years. So I felt very comforting because I'm like, they're not gonna think I'm crazy.
Yeah.
And it just felt really good to finally get it out there because I hadn't told many people before you guys.
Jeez. How many people do you think you've told before us? Like a handful?
Yeah, not even that. It felt really good to, like, get it out there, especially with people who, I guess, do this for a living.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No. 100%.
oh my god, are we professionals? Did we just get called professional ghost hunters?
Wait, are we? Would you say we're professional ghost hunters?
I would think so.
She thinks so well too. We're professional.
Tonight and what we're doing with you is without any doubt the most meaningful thing we've ever done in the paranormal space.
Yeah.
Because every other investigation we've ever done has just been locations that already exist, that people already go there, and we're not really providing any benefit to like someone in the same world that we live in, right? We've had conversation with spirits, maybe we've provided them joy for the evening, but to be able to actually like perhaps help you feel more comfort or confident or assurance or anything else, plausibly stop other people from doing the same thing here in the future.
Yeah, man. Well,
by confirming it.
I will say, I that is the point of the paranormal investigator, is to bring ease to whoever may be experiencing things, and to try to find answers to the paranormal at the same time. I mean, that's one of the biggest, things, and that's one of the reasons why I love Jason Hawes, and that's one of the reasons why Ghost Hunters was such a big deal to me, is because they didn't just go after paranormal evidence, which of course is, the first, that is what paranormal investigators do, but they also try to help families, put them at ease, and make them feel more comfortable in the house they were living in. I mean, it's not easy to just get a house. So when you buy a house, you want to be able to feel safe in your house. And one of the reasons why I love them so much is because when they go in there, they try to debunk anything they can, which again, you have to understand on a perspective of just logic and just the idea of comfort. When you go into a haunted location, you want to be 100% sure that they are really being terrorized by something and not just the structure of their house. Houses can make noises. Houses can do things that might freak you out, especially when you just move in and have no idea how the house even works, or the house, settles, or anything along those lines. You could have people who are really scared. Seriously, and these are the people that you got to feel sorry for, and the people that you really want to help out. And once you go into those locations and you tell them that, hey, your heater is causing the floorboards to bend and warp a little bit, and it's making like a creaking sound, there's nothing to be afraid of. And that might be like, oh my God, thank you so much. You helped me out so much. And we can't just throw that shit to the side. I mean, look, not every location is going to be haunted. And that's just a reality. So don't view it as it's ruining the fun of it. It's actually probably helping people. Especially like these random people who might you just, like they are talking to now. I mean, these situations, they're trying to help people. And if they can put them at ease and help them, live life just more calmly and not be so on edge, I mean, that's a big win, I think, for any paranormal investigator. And you know me, I don't believe that there are any professional paranormal investigators. Even if I start doing paranormal investigations and I start catching a shit ton of evidence, or I start going out there and I'm like really professional and you guys love me, that doesn't mean I'm going to be a professional. I do not believe in professionals in this field. I mean, it's literally diving into the unknown, and we don't know much about the unknown, so you really don't know what you're dealing with. That's one of the reasons why I just kind of don't believe in the word professionalism when it comes into this. I mean, again, you could be professional at like using the equipment and handling certain things when it comes to the technological standpoints of it, and maybe even be very much like demonologists or whatnot, where and I guess you could have a professional demonologist because they have to study a lot of different things and know certain things about certain demons. I mean, I guess there is in a sense a good side of it that could be viewed as professional. I mean, even priests are kind of like they have to know certain things, so I guess I can see that. But when it comes to being a paranormal investigator, we're kind of just going out there looking, and we don't know what we could catch, which is the exciting part.
Validating everything. So I think that's something Corey and I have been like seeking out for a very long time, is like, how can we take our professional skill set of ghost hunters and actually like do something with like positive meaning behind it.
Yeah.
So I guess in advance, thanks for trusting us.
Yeah, thank you.
Before we walk down the road, it's about like a 10-15 minute walk, would you mind kind of like sharing the story?
Absolutely.
Okay, that way just anyone who doesn't know, can kind of understand it, and then also now we can kind of rehear it, refeel it, re-understand it before we go down the road.
So it starts on November 16th of 2020.
Oh wow, not that long ago.
Me and Dalton. We just drove out here. We were going to do the car ritual. When we arrived, we kind of just like drove through the bridge, and then just to get like a look of it. And then we turned around and we went right back through it, and we stopped in the middle, and that's when the ritual began. We parked the car and turned the car completely off, and then we honked the horn 3 times, flashed the lights 3 times, turned the lights back off, and then we sat there for a minute or something, and then that's when everybody started cracking jokes, saying that it wasn't real, that the ghost couldn't do anything, and not even like a few seconds later after we started joking, we hear a loud like bang from behind the car. And so we all like turned around trying to figure out what it was, and then I turned around and I just saw her standing right at the beginning of the bridge. And
what did she look like? Could you see like facial
I couldn't
features?
see facials, but I could tell it was an adult woman.
Okay.
Probably about 5'2".
Okay. Oh shit.
She was in this long, like, old style white dress. It could have been a nightgown or some type of just long attire. And it was white. And I think she had like long black hair. And she was just standing right at the beginning. And that's when I initially screamed and everybody else turned. And then that's when they saw her. That's when Colby starts trying to like turn the car on and it's not turning on. We're all freaking out. The car finally comes back on, the lights come on, and she's gone. We didn't see anything else, and we just immediately drove out of there. The next day, that's when stuff started happening. Dalton and Haley, the few days leading up, had like family problems, work problems. Like I think Haley like had arguments with her mother, possibly. Dalton was having family issues. But then me and Colby, we had this like type of anger just start brewing. Me and him also, I think, suffered nightmares. I know I did. The few days leading up, every nightmare was like a wreck of some sort. Whether it be with just me, family, friends, it always resulted in a wreck. On the day of the 19th, so I texted them and I was like, hey, we've kind of had a rough few days. Let's meet up, chill out. So I get there and we kind of just hang out for a little bit. And that's when I think Haley was like, let's go on a drive. We all go, we get in the car. I fell asleep probably like 10 minutes into the drive. And when I woke up, everybody was like, Kobe was checking his phone and he was like, we're about an hour away from home. Let's turn around and go. That's when stuff felt weird. I don't know, I still can't explain it, but Colby was silent. And as we turned around, he like started speeding. And then that turn, he just completely missed it. We just went straight and we met parallel with the fence. They came to the front of the car. And it killed Colby directly on impact from what everybody else told us. And when the car finally came to a stop, that's when like, I guess reality kicked in. Cause Haley immediately started freaking out and I immediately like looked down to see if I'm okay. And that's when I see my arm.
Oh wow, yeah.
It's just completely mangled. And Dalton.
I just realized that.
He's bleeding from I think his ears and his nose. It was just a bad wreck. After that, I didn't really like, I guess, connect dots until like months later.
So months after the incident is when you even kind of maybe thought.
Yeah. I don't remember what it was, but I just had this like, I just immediately started like, I guess, scrolling through Snapchat, memories, photos, and that's when I saw that. And it just got me thinking about the bridge, and then I found that one picture where it's a stupid caption, but it was like we're gonna die with the real ones, that was taken the 16th, right? I think right before we went to the bridge the first time.
It's about to start pouring. When people are coming here, right, because it's local folklore, when they do the ritual, what is known to have happened when you do
It's
that?
mainly, the main things you hear are seeing the woman in the dress. Some people have reported they've seen somebody hanging in the middle, because that's a tell from there that somebody hung themselves in the middle of the bridge. And then with the car ritual, the common things is the car not starting, hearing either like a thud
I just thought that was their car starting for a second. I'm like, who the hell's starting their vehicle? I was like, holy shit.
on the back or on the top.
People in your group were unbeknownst instigating.
Yeah,
And you think that maybe that's where...
possibly. That's what I can't get my head around, is I get it, we were instigating, but why? I guess why did she choose us, I guess?
We're probably the first people to ever like ghost hunt, investigate at this bridge.
Yeah.
Like, there's never been anyone that has tried to do it while other ghost hunters or investigators are waiting on the side to see what happens.
That's true. Yeah, like even when I like did my own independent research, you don't find previous articles, no TV shows ever been here. There's no YouTube videos on it. Like I genuinely couldn't find anything.
My God.
At all.
This kind of looks like the bridge from Beetlejuice. honestly. Like, doesn't that give you that Beetlejuice vibe? Okay, let's take a moment to talk about the story for a second. And you can't really, with subjects like this, you do not want to be insensitive, because again, this is a tragic incident where somebody died, lost their life. I don't know what. I mean, the guy was obviously speeding and whatnot. I mean, the guy, he was reckless driving, and that's a scary thing about reckless driving, is sometimes it can have really serious impacts. Could the paranormal have something involved with it? It's always a possibility. I'm not going to rule that out. I'm not. It certainly could have a possibility. I mean, the fact that they were having dreams about the wreck and everything, and then something happened, it's a very bizarre coincidence, and I have no reason to believe that she would just say this just to say it. So on that level alone, as someone, again, coming from somebody who does believe in the paranormal and bad luck and things that can really lead to really tragic accidents, you know, I have no reason not to believe her that she is not telling the truth. I mean, obviously her arm, I mean, goes to show. I mean, this is not a story she would just make up, obviously, and this is probably really documented death too. So that whole thing I have no issue with. It's whether determining whether it's really paranormal or was it just the reckless driving that could have caused her friend to die. Again, you do not want to be insensitive. This is what she believes, and I respect the hell out of that. First off and foremost, I respect the hell out of that. If this is what she truly believes was the cause of what or why this happened, I'm going to put my faith and trust in her and say that I will go ahead and just say that this could have been very much well paranormal. It's a very strange coincidence. It's a very scary reality that sometimes when dealing with certain things, I think that you could really be opening up the doors to something that we may not understand. I mean, if they all saw this woman, they have no reason to lie about it. If they all saw this woman, they all saw this woman. And then the fact that their car wouldn't start and then she just disappeared out of nowhere. I mean, that's obviously something that you almost have to be there to believe. But I do believe in the paranormal, so I can put my trust and faith into them. If they say they saw it, I will go ahead and trust them that they saw it. Right? What a horrible story. What a tragic, unbelievable story. May Kobe rest in peace. That is insanely heartbreaking.
Here, like maybe like one thing with like 10 views, you know, like it's because it's a historical landmark, but that's
built in 1877. The bridge spans Hinkston Creek. It is of Burr Truss construction, which is the multiple king post type. The single span is 124 feet long and 18 feet wide. It was restored by Louis Bauer in 1913 and by his son Stock. 1937. In 1976, Colville is the last surviving covered bridge in Bourbon Co. listed in the National Register of Historic Places in 1974.
that's pretty much it.
There's reportedly like a woman, I think she got like stood up on her wedding, something like that. Okay. And that she's reportedly the person that hung herself.
Why did you just do that?
Sorry, that was my brain clicking because you saw the woman in white.
In white.
Yeah.
So that would.
It could be.
Oh, okay.
It could
She was
be.
stood up on her wedding.
Yeah.
In her wedding dress.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, could be.
Okay, this is a good point to pause because I want to go ahead and say something. With these kind of bridges, there's bridges like this everywhere. I mean, almost every state has their local bridge to where something bad happened, and if you go there at night, you will hear something. You'll hear a baby crying. You'll hear all this stuff. We have a bridge about 5 minutes away from my house that is called Crybaby Bridge, and apparently if you go there late at night, you can hear a baby crying. And apparently the mother was always looking for a baby, and you can hear the baby crying, and that is a local legend around this area. I have never been there. I have never actually investigated that area, but this is not a rare thing. There are many, many bridges, but a lot of people, unfortunately, take their lives at bridges. So it's understandable why some people might even believe that there are paranormal activity going around over there. I don't know if the story is true. I mean, even with her smiling and telling it, she's not too sure if it's true or not, like the woman who killed herself on the bridge. And I don't know. I mean, if there's no factual evidence, documented evidence, it's really hard to kind of tell. And you think that if someone did kill themselves, there would be documented evidence. So I would do more research in that department. I'm not sure if you can find any, but if there is, I'm sure you can find it. If there's anything that had to do with anything like that.
instinct right now is like, it's forcing us to the bridge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we can't because it's raining. I think we're literally gonna be walking 10 minutes now. This is the first time we've ever done investigation in the rain. Imagine we walk there and the second we get under the bridge, it stops. I don't know if there's any better evidence we could ever capture than that. Like that is physical evidence from the heavens. That flashlight helping you see in front of you, bud? I'm doing it so if there's a car coming, they'll see the flashlight.
Okay.
Yeah, see, I'm thinking.
Okay.
I'm thinking. This is weird.
Smart.
What?
Smart.
There's no stars at all in the sky. It's raining. Oh, there's clouds.
Yeah, that was a moment. That's a moment. Yeah, even he's just walking at that point. I just noticed this, but there are no stars in the sky. It's raining. There's clouds. Oh boy. We've all had moments like that.
Okay, but normally you can still see stars.
No.
Yeah. We're not over Florida, dude. We don't all get sun showers. Sorry, I'm used to it raining within 20 feet and nowhere else. Oh man, I love that when we were getting here, Corey's like, we're gonna be super serious, no jokes tonight. And then I heard him say that, I went, we gotta make a joke. We gotta do it. We can't not do it. What are you nervous for? Like, what's the fear? Where are the nerves coming from?
Honestly, I guess not getting anything.
Oh, wow.
Which is weird to say, but
That's not the answer I was expecting
yeah.
at all. The weird thing is my instinct says that we're gonna get an answer tonight. Because no one has ever come here to have a conversation. The only reason people come here is to do this ritual and just kind of like summon, instigate. It's a one-way connection. Every single time people come here, right? They right? Because you said no one's ever investigated here before.
Yeah,
Like,
not that I know of.
like I'm sure the local legend isn't like flash your lights 3 times, honk your horn, turn your lights off, and then ask how she's doing.
Yeah.
Right? It's probably just do that and wait for her to bang on the car.
Yeah.
And so I think for us to come here first, no car, no ritual, just hi, how are you? Later, you know what I mean, when we come back, can we ask you to show yourself? To confirm this, then I feel like that to me makes the most sense.
Yeah.
Should we go first, the 3 of us, and then you stay back just for a minute? Just kind of see. You guys stay here, and then
Kind of gives you time to, you know,
Yeah.
relax and calm down and not just walk right in there.
I also feel like for the sake of not being agitators, before we walk through the bridge, we need to introduce ourselves and why we're here. Before I enter the bridge, just want to ask for your permission, or at least let you know politely that I am walking on it. We only have pure intentions tonight to hear your story and understand why you're still here, why you are filled with sadness and alleged anger for what has happened to our friend that we're with tonight. We're just hoping that you're willing to talk with us, have a conversation, and finally be able to understand why you're here, or maybe there's a way to help you leave. So I'm gonna enter the bridge. If at any point you want us to leave, we will be setting up some devices, some different tools that you should be able to interact with and let us know. And if and when that happens, we will leave immediately. Thank you for allowing us here tonight.
Anything going through your head right now?
I'm nervous, I guess, for them. But, I mean, they've done this multiple times, so they'll be okay. I guess it's just nerves from, I know what I went through, and I don't want that to happen to anybody else. Even just being back here just feels weird to just look at it.
Hello, my name is Corey. I want to let you know that I mean no harm and no disrespect at all towards you. I'm only here tonight to talk with you, to learn about you, and to ask why what happens here happens. Honestly, there's a lot of stories about you, and we don't know which one is true. So I would love for tonight for you to speak with us, and if you want, you can share your story and tell us why.
Okay, very classy.
Thank you for letting us come on the bridge tonight and talk with you.
But I do hope they get something. I guess that's like my biggest thing.
Even just a simple conversation with a REM pod.
Yeah, anything.
Hello, my name is Jerry. I came in peace.
And as Elton and Corey said, we're here to listen to your story, and I hope you can find this to be an opportunity to use us to share your story. So thank you for having us here, allowing us to connect with you.
Wouldn't that be crazy though? She actually was telling them no. I said no. I said no. What are you doing? Thank you for letting us be here. I said no.
Hopefully we could really connect and carry you out. Thank you.
Like I have that, like as if you accidentally got like cologne or something sprayed in your mouth.
Yeah.
That's what I just got when I was walking over here. Super random, super weird.
I'm assuming center is right here.
Yeah, it's funny because this is exactly where I tasted the perfume.
Really?
Yeah. Well, hello. If there is a spirit
Is
or
is cologne and perfume the same thing? I would assume not. And maybe one of them, sprayed cologne on themselves, and maybe they just decided not to say nothing. I don't know. Maybe, people do that sometimes. I douse myself with cologne. Not saying that's what happened, but I'm just throwing it out there.
energy or entity or soul that is here on this bridge, and you do want to talk with us tonight, could you please put your energy and touch one of the devices that we've laid out on the bridge? Did you hear that knock right after I said bridge? That was like a knock on the wood. Like it sounded like if someone had a branch and like swung it against a tree. That was a pure wood knock.
We can
Well,
get the parabolic
branch
mic
could have
out.
fallen
We know
on
what
it.
rain sounds like. We know what crickets sound like. There's no downside to it. You want to get it? We're gonna. Whoa! Wait! Stop! Stop! Hold on! Stop! Go back where you just were. Move backwards. I just captured someone in the rafters.
Up there?
Yes. It was like the timing was, it was literally I captured the entity, and then Jerry was walking by. I thought, got it, stop, don't move.
Oh,
One of you raise your arms up. It's behind Jerry. Okay.
That's where we heard the branch.
It is a 12-foot, twice the height of Jerry, standing over him.
that's bizarre. Would you look at that?
I have a 12-foot figure standing over Jerry. Reach your left arm up, Jerry. Can you grab Jerry's hand? Can you reach for his hand? He means you no harm.
What?
It's not really.
Say it.
It's like it's actually walking down the bridge.
What do you mean?
It's moving. It's walking very slowly down the bridge. It's not staying in one place. Like, I was trying to see if it maybe
And its
was
body
snapping
is
out
broken.
the bridge. It's not. I'm watching it walk along the wall of the bridge right now. It's now in a perfect human form. Before it was kind of mangled. Jerry, walk to your left more towards your raised hand. I'm just doing a test to see if it's actually moving away from you.
Kind of looks like
As
it.
you move closer, it moves further away. Okay, we don't mean you any harm. I'm sorry. As you move closer, it moves further away. Dude, this is bizarre.
Here, I'm gonna slowly walk towards you. Don't be afraid, okay?
Corey, you should come look at this. In all of our years, we've never had an entity this large slowly walk away. You gotta understand, where Corey's standing now is where originally it showed up. And watch, Jerry, move towards your raised hand right now. It's gonna move away. Or she is gonna move away. Oh no, she's reaching for your hand. Look at that, look, it's reaching for his hand.
You could do it.
Keep walking a little faster.
Oh my god.
You could do it.
Oh.
Gone.
Gone.
There's that.
Where did you go?
Like right behind him.
The REM pod were off.
I know. As he was moving closer to kind of say like, I'm afraid.
Where's the Knox?
Have you heard of any?
Okay, that was pretty interesting. I didn't speak too much on that. I was kind of just wanting to see if it would do anything, but the fact that it started moving away was bizarre. We'll see, obviously, what more they catch, see if anything else, see if it comes back, and if it's the same height and whatnot, that might be very interesting. If it's a different size, that also might be interesting. I don't know. I don't know if it stays consistent with what it's been doing, then I would be like, okay, well, that's something there. Pretty cool. I also wanted to say that any dust particles or any orbs that might be seen on screen might be kind of ruined because of the rain, because the rain has been flying by the camera a lot. So I'm not going to really focus too much on the orb aspect. I never really have, but I wanted to go ahead and throw that out there.
Anyone else seeing anything similar or?
See, look at all that.
Like I said, my Sean and his parents, they told me that story where the car or the van wouldn't turn on, and then they heard like taps from the top of the van. It's one of those things where you just hear about it. I guess it's not, I don't want to say it's a common thing, but you kind of just hear it from different people.
Just a thought.
Yep. I will say that it is a common thing. We get it out here in Ohio. We get it. I've almost in literally almost every state I feel like I've been in. There's like a bridge that has to do with that. Hey, you want to drive up to the bridge and see if the kids will push the car? I mean, it's just so common. And I'm pretty sure most of those have been scientifically proven to be just kind of the shape of the land and how it kind of makes the vehicle move, or physics, right? I'm not a professional, but that's kind of where it normally goes into. But some places apparently have caught children handprints. And I don't know. I'd have to definitely go experience one of those things myself.
We'll see before and after. What if the ritual helps bring her to life in our world because it's using the power of a vehicle? You're bringing a vehicle. She's behind
It's
you.
getting tall again.
Holy dude, that was absurd.
Whoa.
No. I watched, I'm assuming she, but I watched her start that small.
And they grow bigger.
Rise up through.
It's getting bigger.
Is she right here?
Yes, but imagine 16 feet tall.
The temperature on this side right here is very, very, very cold.
Do you have a K2 on you?
Unfortunately, I just don't know how cold it is over there. I can't really take that as paranormal. I mean, you're outside. It's tough. It's tough because being outside, it could really mess with that.
No.
I'll walk to you, okay?
It's breezy. Is she still there? Because the temperature changed on me.
Walk to your left again.
What is it doing?
Look, does it not look like she's
like a
moving
Titan
away? Like she's
from Attack on
leaning
Titan.
back?
Yes, like she's
Like
out.
she's literally leaning backwards away right now.
She's putting her arms up.
What if she can't hear us?
Can you hear us?
Like, what do you mean? What if everything we're saying doesn't matter because she actually can't hear anything we're saying? All she sees is him walking towards her. I mean, look at this. Keep walking forward, Jerry. Keep going. Keep going.
I'm gonna slowly walk towards you, okay?
I wonder if she just
Don't be
can't
scared.
hear us.
It's okay.
We just assume they can.
It's okay.
You're right on her. Whoa.
Leg.
She's lifting her leg up.
She's literally crawling away, dude. Okay, maybe we should stop. I think we should stop.
Okay,
This
yeah.
is clear indication that
There's something there.
I'm sorry. Don't mean to get in your
it
space.
looks like she's afraid of you.
absolutely looks like she's afraid of you.
And then she brought her foot back down.
We're sorry.
And I was also kind of paying attention to see if Elton was just moving the camera away from him to kind of make it look like the figure was moving away. I was kind of paying attention to the things in the background, but that's not what he was doing. And it looked like she did lift her leg and then put it back down once he left. It's pretty interesting. Could it be a glitch in the thing, maybe? I guess you could argue that.
Ovilus. Maybe she can't hear us, but maybe she can communicate to us.
Okay.
So if there's anything that you want to say, please use this.
An electronic speech synthesis device which utters word depending on electromagnetic waves in the air.
When it turns on.
What were those two?
Right and aura.
Right, aura?
It just said manual. Like a, I know it's reaching, but like a manual.
Yeah, manual car. Wow, man, that's I'm literally watching her walk away. Oh, she's walking towards you.
It just said pinky. Maybe reach out your pinky.
I promise I won't hurt you.
Gone. Gone. Like, the moment you said, I promise I won't hurt you, disappeared.
What?
She back?
She just reached for you.
Put your pinky back out.
I'll slowly do it.
What the
Alive.
It's glitching, dude.
I don't know if I like that.
What's
Why?
it doing?
What's going on?
Look, wait. Doesn't it look? It looks like a rope is appearing. Look at that.
Oh my
It
god.
looks
What's
like
happening?
a rope is appearing. Look at it.
Oh my god, dude.
Well, that's her arm
And
stretching.
the last thing it said is alive.
Alive. Oh
Look,
my-
look at that.
Okay, this is actually insane, Jerry.
What's happening?
It looks like a noose.
It's,
Behind me?
it's the exact same figure, but with a noose above it.
As she says, alive.
However,
Alive. However, I'm stuck. Like,
are you stuck? Oh man. Oh.
dude, it's gone again. So what I didn't like about that was right before
Attitude. Kim. It said Kim. Would that be her name?
is your name Kim? What I just saw happen was if she just showed
Nope, she's back.
us her hanging from a noose to
Oh,
indicate
replay.
what
God.
happened to her, in order for that to happen, all of his energy, Jerry's energy, was getting scrambled. Like, I was watching every little point on Jerry just getting dispersed everywhere. It, like, literally, like, dissipated you, basically. Like, your entire, like, the figure that
I'm not sure if that was a noose. He said it was appearing, but, you know, it's not really all that crazy that, you know, the limbs on those figures always kind of beam out, right, and stretch out quite far. I could be wrong about that, of course. I mean, this is just all me just speaking my thoughts. It almost kind of looked like it was malfunctioning a little bit, like where his pieces were just flying everywhere and, you know, going everywhere. That's never really happened to my knowledge on those types of equipment.
I see that maps you out got scrambled. And then all of a sudden we see the appearance and the noose. Like, it almost like took your energy to display that.
And like, that's why it was saying to reach out, you know, your hand, your pinky.
Yeah.
So it could take from it. And then it did that.
And then also corresponds with, if a car is brought here, that is a large source of energy.
That is a very large source of energy. And that makes sense why their car wouldn't turn back on. Because it drained their car.
In order to manifest.
I'm getting really short breath.
Are you okay? You want to step over here?
Give me a second.
Oh,
Whoa.
my gosh, man.
What? That REM pod goes off right now. I just captured something crawling on the floor.
Can you touch that box again? To let us know that you're still here with us?
My flashlight's almost gone.
I mean, it could be draining it.
First source of power. It's...
Dude, that was the one.
That's the first time ever.
That's the first time that one has ever gone off. Are you okay? Are you okay?
I'm trying to breathe.
Here, I'm gonna take Jerry out, okay?
It's okay.
Okay.
I'm
Give me a
actually gonna take,
second.
yeah. No, are you sure?
Give me a second.
Are you sure? Elton.
I just need to breathe.
I know.
That is the, who was that? Was that you? Did you just do
I
that?
didn't touch you.
Did you just,
No.
I just felt my vest just go.
Nah, he didn't,
Swear
he
to
didn't
God.
move. His hands
No.
were there.
Swear to God.
I have no energy right now, dude.
Whoa.
In eight nights.
Wait. Get up here. Look at Jerry.
Oh.
What? Jerry, are you okay? Elton, look at Jerry right now.
Okay. How the f that just happened?
What just happened?
My camera just got snapped off.
Jerry, look at Elton.
What are you saying? I'm
Jerry, come on.
Okay, I'm gonna go back a little bit because I did not notice him acting this drained until after Elton had said that he was drained. Okay, people need to understand. I'm not calling Jerry a liar. I'm not. But it is bizarre to me that all of a sudden he's talking about being completely drained of energy after Elton had said that he was drained of energy. Now, if this was something that maybe Jerry had said, like, as it was happening, like, I'm feeling drained right now, then I would be like, okay, that's a bit weird. But it was after the fact that Elton had mentioned that his energy was, like, dissipated entirely. That's a bit bizarre to me because he was acting fine a second ago. Like, he was acting completely fine a second ago. But now he's, like, almost ready to pass out. But that's not something I saw earlier.
Hey, do me a favor.
Are you okay? Wait, Jerry, are you okay? Elton. Yo, Jerry, come on. Come on, dude. Elton.
Should you take him the other way?
What do you mean the other way?
Corey, you should take him the other way.
Can you walk this way? Wait, are you okay? Are you okay, dog?
Hey, take him.
Elton, help me. Elton, help me.
I know, I got you.
No, this is serious.
I know that, but take him the other way. No.
I'm terrified. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry.
The fact that this one went off in 8 nights of using it, even War Museum, it never went off. All right, come on, let's get you out. And
Sorry.
keep going a little bit more.
Listen, did you kick that? There's
Holy
no
sh- Where did
There's
that
no
just
way.
come from?
This, I set it up right there, but it was far from you, though. You were right there. You
I
did
did not
walk
just
in the
kick
center.
that. I know you didn't just kick that. Are you okay? Dude, are you okay? You look like you're getting fucking drained.
I feel way better here. Feeling...
Are you okay?
I don't know what's going on in there, dude. My head,
Dog.
started being buzzy. And then, the more you talk to me, the less that I could hear you. So I thought I just had to do breathing technique or something to, like, get myself back up.
Let's get him in the rain. Like you need a cleanse. You need water right now.
On the road though. Car. Oh no, sorry. Just
You're
street
good,
light.
you're good.
Street light.
You're good.
Dog. Like put your hand on the floor. Like feel the gravel. Like, you know, feel the dirt. Like become one with earth again. You know what I'm saying?
I can feel it. You're good.
Dog. The box.
We're not even there.
We just can ignore the fact that the cat ball just got kicked as we're leaving. We're just gonna completely ignore that. I mean, I guess here. You stay with him.
I don't like this, dude.
You stay with him. We haven't asked if she wants us to leave.
Okay.
Let's find out. Here. Let's get you out. And keep going a little bit more.
Did you kick that?
Wow. Okay, so it was kicked like as they were walking out, and it didn't look like any of them kicked it. I don't know how the boards are with that bridge. Could they have like stepped on a board and maybe it slid? I guess, but it looked like it got pushed pretty decently okay. People are going to be in the comment section losing their mind that I even just said that what I said about Jerry right there. But again, I feel like I should go back almost and just look.
Behind me?
It's the exact same figure, but with a noose above it.
As she says, alive.
However.
Alive. However, I'm stuck. Like,
Are you stuck? Oh, man.
He's acting fine, and
Dude,
his energy got dissipated.
gone again. So what I didn't
He's moving around fine.
like about that was right before
Attitude. Kim. He said Kim. Would be her name?
is your name Kim?
Still
What I
fine.
just
He's
saw
moving around
happen
fine.
Was if she just showed us her hanging from a noose to indicate what happened to her, in order for that to happen, all of his energy, Jerry's energy, was getting scrambled. Like, I was watching every little point on Jerry just getting dispersed everywhere. It like literally like dissipated you basically. Like your entire, like the figure that I see that maps you out got scrambled. And then all of a sudden we see the appearance and the noose. Like it almost like took your energy to display that.
And like that's why it was saying to reach out, you know, your hand, your pinky,
Yeah.
so it could take from it. And then it did that.
And that also corresponds with if a car is brought here, that is a large source of energy.
That is a very large source of energy. And that makes sense why their car wouldn't turn back on.
Okay, now
Because it drained their car.
In order to manifest.
I'm getting really short breath.
Are you okay?
yeah, now he's acting like he's got a problem. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough because again, why now? Why did you feel this as he had already given you the idea that it looked like it just took all of your energy? Do you get what I'm saying? It's not like I'm saying he's a liar. I really don't want people to think I'm saying he's a liar, but it is bizarre that he didn't start doing that until after the fact. I'll go ahead and take his word for it that he really started feeling drained, but I'm going to throw that out there as like, that's a bit suspicious because you were acting fine a second ago.
Oh, dude, I'm so sorry, dog. It's because she was using, you know, your energy to communicate, bro.
I get it.
I promise, dog. Before we leave, we're gonna cleanse you. We're gonna make sure you're good. You're fine right now. You're just feeling super drained. I've been through it. Okay.
Do you want us to leave? Can you tell me this? Are you draining his energy to harm him? If your aim is to harm him, can you activate that device over there, the box that you already set off? The reason he's being drained and feeling like this is because you're using that energy to communicate with us. Can you let us know this way? If what you need is energy or power, we can bring more. But we just need to know if that's what will help you.
I'm trying to get my left hand back together.
Dude.
I can feel it again. It's okay. Hey, I just want you to know. Again, we're here no harm. If you need my energy to speak with us, please do. It's okay. It'll be okay. Okay?
Clearly not. It looks like you're about to fucking die at this point. The way you're talking, man, it looks like you're. I mean, you had to have both of them help carry you out of there. I don't think I've ever seen energy be drained to that level before. If it was energy being drained, like the guy was like ready to fucking fall over, and he's saying that. I think he just said he's trying to get his left hand back. Clearly, it's not okay.
Whoa.
Are you okay? What?
She feels like she left.
Feels like she left?
Yeah, my hands are fine now.
Dog, are you okay? Do you feel recharged?
Still a little lightheaded. That was weird.
Did you almost pass out?
It was like coming in sporadic moments. And then start coming in step by step.
I'm not trying to say this to like freak you out, but like, dog, that didn't look like you in there.
What happened?
That did not look like you.
What happened?
I could see like you being drained. Like you looked like you were being drained.
It was so weird, dude. I had to really just like breathe. And it was like
a light just flashed behind you in the trees.
I got Aaron from Ghost Adventures vibes right there. Every time Aaron goes in, I've been watching a lot of Ghost Adventures house calls. Every time Aaron goes into like a location, he automatically starts like feeling like he's mentally being drained or something is mentally affecting him. And he'll be like, that was so weird, bro. Oh my God. That's what I really got right there. It was a lot of Aaron from Ghost Adventures vibes. Not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I like Aaron, but it's crazy how often he feels something going into a house. And I'm not saying there's no such thing as empaths or people who can't feel things. They have like a more of a sense to what is going on around them. I'm not saying that. Hopefully no one takes it that way. But now he just comes out and says like, oh, I think she's gone. I feel better now. You were just about to fucking pass out. I've never experienced that. I've lived in haunted houses. And I have had moments to where I've like gotten random anger moments, but I've never like gotten so drained I just fall over or like want to fall over and just. But I guess that's probably why one of the reasons why I just don't necessarily buy into it all that much, maybe because it hasn't happened to me. But not always does it have anything to do with the paranormal either. I've had experiences where I've gotten lightheaded. I've had experiences where I've gotten like heavy breathing. I can't breathe. I've gotten those experiences, but not from the paranormal. Just natural causes, really. You get what I'm saying, though? I really hope I'm not coming off like a douchebag. People are going to be like, how could you call Jerry a liar? Not. I'm not saying he's lying. That whole process right there was just odd to me.
Just a straight line. It's 100% on camera. Are you okay?
my legs.
Are you okay?
It's my left leg.
It's going off again.
It went from my left arm. Now I'm okay now on my left arm to now my left leg.
You having a stroke? Like, my God.
The SLS just turned itself off as I got confirmation. Okay, do you want the good news? What? I asked a question, and that was double if not triple confirmation simultaneously. The question was basically, if you're draining Jerry and doing what you're doing to harm him, set up the box over here that we already know she knows how to use. The follow-up question was, if you're draining him because that's what you need to do to communicate, and that just happens to be the result, activate the other box, the big wooden box. Simultaneously, the SLS turns off and the box went off at the exact same moment.
So that's good, bro. She's not meaning harm. You know what I'm saying?
No, I get it, and I was telling her too. It's okay, you know. Like, use me, it's fine, because I want her to communicate with us.
Jerry just supplied her with
Yeah, no
all
kidding.
of
You
his
sure?
energy at once.
I think so.
And it fucking drained him
Yeah.
immediately.
I mean, dude, it was instantaneous. It was like, confirm if that's what you need to do to communicate. SLS completely. If the SLS is fine, it completely shut it off, and then the wood box at the exact same moment.
Wow.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Can I say something weird that keeps happening over here?
Yeah.
There's like a big straight line flash of light that's happened twice high up in the trees behind Jerry. No clue. No, it's like a 5-foot like straight line of light. And at first it was directly behind him, and then about a minute or two passed, and it happened more to the left behind him.
And we've heard no thunder.
No.
So I'm assuming it's not close
No,
by light.
dude,
I know.
It would light up everywhere if it was lightning. What?
I just saw it.
What? Are you okay?
Whoa.
What happened?
I just saw like, almost like a white mist, a white cloud appear right here. Like almost like a wall. Like a veil. Like think of like what you think of like a veil. If there was a veil of energy. I just saw appear like right here.
What? Are you okay? Are you okay right now?
My lips is really numb.
Your lips are numb?
It went from...
Should I go let her know what's happened?
Can you come over here first? Because I'm honestly really worried about Jerry right now. Because after all that happened, he just said again, you can continue to use my energy. I don't know if you know.
My mouth is really numb. It went from my left hand to my left leg. Now my entire mouth, it's like almost like getting...
If this is real, call 911. I'm actually starting to get concerned now. This isn't really paranormal. The guy could be having a fucking heart attack or a stroke. Like, this is shit. I'd be fucking... If I was Corey and Elton right now, I'd be like, we need to go ahead and call 911 right now.
You know, you go to the dentist and you get like anesthesia or something.
So there's two options. We walk him across the bridge to bring over to where the salt is, or I just go get the salt and bring it over here.
No, you call him.
No matter what, he still has to walk back through the bridge.
Do you want to stop investigating and chill out for a little bit?
We all left and took away the source of energy.
Okay.
Or she's calling you back in.
I told her it's okay to use my energy.
Okay, but you can't go to a point where you can't talk and walk.
If I go in...
All right.
Dude, it's going crazy.
What instinct says, it's gonna stop if Jerry walks on the bridge.
Okay.
Can you walk on the bridge?
I'm okay walking right now. It's mainly the upper body, like upper head to the chest.
Dude.
Was it gonna stop now that I'm back in the bridge? Of course. Do you want Jerry?
Jerry?
Huh?
Are you okay?
I think so.
Are you... Okay. Has it... I'm sure it's crossed the guy's mind right now that maybe... Okay, let's say if it was paranormal. Let's just go ahead and just throw that in there. If it was paranormal, the guy's fucking lips are going numb. His arm's going numb. His leg's going numb. When is a fine line to bring up the fact that, hey, Jerry could be possibly experiencing something medical right now. Like, seriously, we might need to consider on getting him to a hospital right now if he is really feeling this stuff. Or even if it is paranormal related. This is still signs of a stroke. Might need to get him to the hospital. And he's saying he's fine. No!
If you walk from the other side.
Jerry, if you were my buddy, I'd be like fucking throwing you on my back and carrying you across that bridge and getting you to the car. That's not fine, man.
Yeah. Let's go take a break, dog.
I've never seen this going off. Whoa.
Ever.
I could talk again,
You're good now?
but my chest is numb.
Okay, let's go
I'm
get
so
you.
confused.
Let's go get you some blessed salt. Seriously, like you should
Blessed salt.
probably like get some blessed salt immediately.
Not my right hand. What the is going on?
Elton,
Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
Get him over there, off
Yeah.
the bridge.
Let's go, dog. Come on.
Crack open the salt from Wade.
Yep.
Crack open the salt. Put some on like your wrists, your chest. Do all that. You wanna walk with him?
Yeah. You do not have the permission to follow me. Okay? You do not have the permission to attach to me.
But
do
you just
not
gave
have
her a
the
bunch of
permission
permission.
to follow me. You don't have the permission to follow me. You don't have the permission to attach me.
You do not have permission to attach to me or him or anyone here. We are only here tonight to talk to you here. You do not have permission to follow us or attach to us.
My hands are back.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, Jerry. This
My
feels
chests are going around.
it feels like I'm dreaming right now, dog.
That
Like
was
this
so weird.
Even dude, this doesn't feel real. Like I'm kind of tripping. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like everything kind of seems super fake right now.
I agree.
Like it feels like a fucking dream.
I've never had this kind of feeling going from my hands to my leg to my mouth to my chest to my arm again. After we said that, every feeling is going away. I could speak to you normally now. Do I look okay to you? Do I look okay?
Yeah. Yeah, you look normal now.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay.
Are you?
I'm fine now. That was really fucking weird though.
Are you okay?
I'm scared.
You're actually scared?
I'm fucking scared.
Okay, let's go get you salt. Come on. Yeah, come on.
I'm gonna ask some questions. And I'm hoping I'll be able to hear you answer me.
I don't know how I take that whole process, that whole situation. I just don't know how to handle it right now. I just don't know what to think. I don't know what to say. This is probably one of the most dramatic investigations I've ever seen.
The device in my hand. If you're able to communicate verbally through to me, can you please do so? Are you angry with us that your source of energy has now left?
Why can't it drain your guys' energy?
Do you want Jerry? Do you want him back on the bridge? Do you want someone else to offer their energy to you? I'll offer my hand now. That's insane.
Everything okay?
It's actually insane.
Are you serious?
It's actually insane right now.
The thing is though, I don't feel. What do I do?
Okay, here.
I'll tell you guys about it after this.
So if I were
do
you,
this first.
just go like this a little bit.
Okay.
Just kind of smush your hands together, right?
Okay.
And then I would close it in a fist. Okay. Get it in one hand.
Started with the left.
Okay. And then right here, forehead, chest, left shoulder, right shoulder. Just go like that. And then if you want, you know, rub it a little bit. And then honestly, I would like put it in like your back pocket or something.
Are you angry with us that your source of energy has now left? You want Jerry? You want him back on the bridge? You want someone else to offer their energy to you? I'll offer my hand now.
Gonna walk away for a minute. There's no way this recorder's gonna catch anything. I'm gonna leave it here just in case. I saw you standing right here earlier, so I'm gonna leave this right here. Be back in just a minute. Promise we will. If there's anything you want to say, I'll be able to hear you when I return. Leaving the recorder on the bridge. It's raining and that's the REM pod. I'll be back in a minute.
Everything that I felt, everything. I told her she could use my body, my energy, as a source of energy to speak with us. And she did. My left hand, she was right next to me on my left. She told me to go pinky. From then on, I started catching short breath. I started feeling numb on my left hand, and then went down to my left leg. And that's when they caught me going really, really faint. And I just I fell back to the rail and I just had to chill out. I had to catch my breath, but I couldn't. They took me out to the other side, touched the ground so I could connect with the earth again.
Yeah.
Then my chest and my mouth started going numb. I couldn't talk to them straight. It almost felt like it was like when you had an anesthesia in your mouth. Everything from here just drooled. And then my right arm started going numb.
I'm gonna check on Elton real quick.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah, I'll be here. I'll be here.
Dude, what the guys, I'm not gonna lie, like this, I don't know, man, something feels off. Like seriously, like something, like it feels like I'm dreaming right now. Like I'm waiting to wake up. Like this is very unusual.
I'm not getting a hatred vibe.
No.
I'm getting like, how often do people come here for more than the 3 seconds it takes to drive through the bridge? You know what I mean? Like people just come here to drive through, and of course, when they park and bring a car and sit there, it's the best opportunity to get energy. And here we are, standing there with battery banks and offer, right? Like,
You know what it feels like to me?
what?
When Patty opens the veil and we're on the other side. It feels like it's already open.
I agree, because I saw the white wall, the white mist, like a veil.
How's it going? What happened?
From the moment we've been on there to the moment we've left, it's been non-stop direct. Like non-stop direct answers. I mean, like I was getting frustrated that I thought the SLS device was broken for the last week because it's nothing, like not at all, and it was. Like that might be the best like evidence we've ever captured with this device, because we could see like a 12-foot, 16-foot tall figure standing there, and at first I thought maybe it was mapping like the wood structure, but it was moving away from Jerry. As Jerry would step forward, it would move away in like a
That's probably the best evidence so far. The figure. And it actually gives me comfort and satisfaction to see her smile, and to see her excited that they're actually catching stuff. I mean, they are catching stuff on their equipment, 100%. Like that. That's unquestionable. They are catching stuff on that bridge, so that's good. That at least that she's feeling like they're catching stuff. I'm actually happy for her in that retrospect. I mean, she seems very genuinely happy, and I'm like that. That makes me happy to see her happy that they're actually catching stuff. I do still find it weird that Jerry did experience that only after Elton had mentioned something. I won't lie about that. I'm just gonna take his word for it. He was telling the truth. I put faith in people. I put trust in people. So if he was telling the truth, then hallelujah. That's crazy. The timing of it was weird for me. That's all I'm saying. Her being happy about it and excited about it, genuinely, I'm feeling really happy for her.
Human position, like the same level you would be like if a bear was crawling towards you, it was moving like this. And then getting direct answers on the REM pod and him feeling like, yeah. So, I mean, I'm literally saying protect that, because like that screen recording is the best we've ever captured.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'll give him that.
I'm very curious to see if Jerry walks through if it goes off, because it has not, that I've seen in the last few minutes. Yeah, it looks like it's stopped. The other thing too is rain is a conduit of energy. I know. And it's a covered bridge because it's going over a creek. Did you say that there's stories about someone who like hung themselves here?
Yes. It said that she hung herself right in the middle of the bridge.
We're literally right in the middle. She hung herself right in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. And then I would not cross through without saying hello first. Yeah.
Hello, my name's Evan, and I'm here to help document your story.
Out of curiosity, can the weather affect those REM pods? This is something I don't think I asked, but can the weather affect them? I feel like it's very possible. I don't know for that for a fact. I'm no professional when it comes to the equipment myself. I do plan on getting equipment someday and using them and actually getting to learn to use them. But I feel like it wouldn't be that far-fetched to think that they can be affected by weather.
Introduce yourself to him?
How many times do I know it?
Just two.
Just two. Okay. Hi, my name is Whitney. It is nice to meet you again. If you are who I saw before.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I feel good.
Which one was that? That was the far away one. She just introduced herself and it immediately went off. That's a device that we've never had go off before. This is the first time it's
Yeah,
ever
but
gone
then,
off.
okay, but then the other one just go off for the other guy who just introduced himself? So it's not, like, insanely crazy, right?
Recorded for 1 minute 41 seconds and I was gone for 7 or 8 minutes.
Yeah, but that's actually really wild. What? The only two recordings on here were two like. The only two recordings on here were two screeches. The exact moment I had to walk that way, and then again the exact moment we all walked back through the bridge. Are the only two times, and because I can hear me walking, I can hear my footsteps, and then I can hear us walk up, and the only two times on the entire recorder.
Taking the recorder on the bridge. It's raining, and that's the REM pod. I'll be back in a minute.
No, it's not a ghost. It's just your early 2000s jump scare for every horror movie that's ever come out. They get. I'll tell you right now, all of the EVPs that have something to do with like a really crazy scream, most of the time come from the Overnight channel. They get a lot of like screams, a lot of screams. And I don't know what the point of the spirit screaming is. If they have that much energy just to scream, why not say something? Why not give a sentence? Why not say how you feel? Why not do anything like that? It makes no sense. I just don't know. I don't know.
What kind of screeches are they? Like, is it like a scream or like tiger screeches?
I'll play with you.
Oh. Did you hear that? No. She asked if it sounds like a scream or tires, because another story is someone wrecked their car going over the bridge.
Here, I'll let you be the judge. It's gonna happen almost immediately in, and then there's one more, a minute 30, it recorded for a minute 41 seconds. But in the beginning there's one, and the other one later is exactly the same.
Taking the recorder on the bridge. It's raining, and that's the REM pod. I'll be back in a minute.
That. You can hear me walk, so you can do the math, like time it out. You can hear me walk, boom, boom, boom. And it had to have been the moment I hit right about here. And if you wait again, you'll hear us. It'll go quiet, and you'll hear us get to about here. You'll hear Evan knock, and then the second I walk through, it does it again. I don't know if that's like the sound of us piercing its energy veil. I mean, the first thing the oculus said was aura, which is like a shield of energy.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's us piercing it, and that's what caused that, or if that's like a hey, come back.
Or a pissed off, why are you
The
still
fact that
here?
We have the brand new REM pod going off for the very first time.
That's crazy. Oh my god.
Did you turn that on? Did you just hear that? No, I did not touch it.
You didn't even get evidence.
Did you kick it?
No.
Oh my goodness.
This cat
Corey, you
ball.
didn't kick that.
This cat ball was just rolling by itself.
And the recorder just turned itself on in the heavy-duty Velcro pouch.
Dude, I didn't even move. I was standing right here. I saw the cat ball flashing in your umbrella, and I looked down and it was rolling. Where would you say that you put it?
Did anybody see it?
Evan, would that be on camera?
Possible. I don't know if I was that low, but possible.
Do you want to walk up there?
Yeah.
Is this your first time, like, standing on the bridge?
I stood like at the beginning when we came here a few months ago, but I did not walk all the way in.
You feel okay right now, though?
Yeah, a little nervous, but I'm calmer than what I thought I was gonna be.
Good.
Yeah.
That's good.
I guess because you guys have told me that she doesn't mean harm, I get, at least to you guys, that definitely helps. Because now I want to communicate, and I guess say sorry for what happened a few years ago.
Yeah.
Pretty wild. Everything is stopped. All of it.
Not one device has gone off since we came back on. If there's anything that you want to say or ask.
Yeah, I have it set where it doesn't even hear the rain. So if you're hearing anything besides our voices, that's your answer. 3, 2. Can you tell us your name?
Did you just want to talk?
Everything has stopped on this bridge since Whitney has walked on it. Do you feel sorry for what happened? Is that why you've gone quiet?
Do you remember me? From a few years ago? Or any of my friends?
Are you lonely? Do you like interacting with us?
Ending because of rain. Wow. I wish those sections weren't open. Because I just felt this crazy rush of cool air across the back of my neck, but because it's open, I can't.
Yeah, well, that I would say those things and him pointing that out kind of debunks the cold air that he felt earlier automatically. Just automatically.
What's your name? Did you just want to talk?
Yes.
Everything has stopped on this bridge since Whitney has walked on it. You feel sorry for what happened. Is that why you've gone quiet? Do you remember me?
That was hard to tell. That was hard to tell. I don't know if it said I'm sorry. I could not make that one out. It might be.
Years ago? Or any of my friends? Are you lonely? You like to interact?
Didn't even answer Whitney. Wow, I guess if it does feel bad, I guess it just decided not to answer. Like it just felt maybe too guilty. I don't know. I didn't even bother.
Ending because of rain.
And just like, why I find like now that it's raining, more condensation, more wind, nothing's going on.
Nothing is going on.
You know what would be the perfect thing to use right now, right?
And they just said there's wind. He just said there's more wind. So there was wind beforehand too. I'm assuming. So doesn't that debunk the cat balls moving then if there's wind blowing? Because all it takes is a little bit of wind and it can make one of those things roll. So I guess the cat balls are debunked too. So cat balls and the cold air are definitely debunked. 100%.
You're standing on wood, in a bridge, rain is flowing. It's the perfect thing to use right now.
Pulls them out.
Up to you.
Cross these rods for yes.
Those dowsing rods have skulls on them, dude. They're meant for the paranormal.
Uncross the rods and make them go outwards for no. Are you still near us right now? Would that be a yes? Can you make these rods point to the direction of where you are?
Corey's eyes just the.
You do not have permission. Holy shit, Elton, you scared the f out of me. You do not have permission to attach to me. You do not have permission to attach to me. You do not have permission to follow us. Anybody else want to do them? I don't want to. Sorry. Because what they told me at the Warren Museum, they were saying that dowsing rods are so dangerous because you're opening yourself up to, it's not just using a tool to communicate, but it's using you to communicate. And I just said, can you make these rods point to the direction of where you are? And it spun around and pointed directly at me, meaning it was connected to me using the rods, and I don't feel comfortable doing that. I don't believe so.
I can't think of a single time I've ever used. What did you see? Tell the class.
This is gonna sound super weird, but it was like a giant cocoon to the top left of the exit. It was like my eyes and my peripheral saw like a cocoon, like a giant cocoon.
Cotton candy cocoons?
I don't know. Probably just my eyes being weird, but it freaks me out. It scared me.
Congratulations. Yeah. I'll stand guard at that end, but I want to see if we just use the laser grid, crush all the lights. I'll stand guard that way. You guys have a clean line of sight if any cars come. I'll set this up. Okay. See? Yeah.
Like, kind of what I'm getting is like, the reason everything stopped is because, like, she's sorry. She's, like, hiding. She's like, fuck. Like, I'm sorry.
What she did.
Yeah. Because That went off probably 100 times. Swear to God.
That never goes off and goes off like
20 times.
Too, yeah.
Here, I'm gonna set it down so there's no shot.
Welcome back.
Did you just feel the floor shake? Did you feel that?
A little bit.
I felt the bridge shake.
Whoa. It shook again.
Why now? Why now? You know what that is? She just left the perimeter of the laser grid.
Huh.
Right?
Yep.
From the middle to here. Yeah. Outside the laser grid. Is it possible for you to show us what you looked like when you were alive?
Are you still moving it?
No. I have it pinned
What
down.
was that? Did you just hear that?
I heard a knock.
No.
Did you hear that?
No, I heard like a growl. A growl. You heard it too?
Yeah. I don't know if it was like a dog.
It was like, oh.
Yeah.
Sounds like a frog. Aren't they next to a river? You see, that's one of the issues with doing a lot of outside investigations is that there's so much interference with any outside activity. So like nature, the woods, trees, branches, leaves, wildlife, the wind, rain. I mean, there's just so much that could really tamper with a lot of stuff out in the woods. And it sounded like he just described a frog.
The reason I asked if you were moving it, Elton, is because the lights above Evan are twinkling. Like some of them are disappearing and coming back.
Oh yeah, I see it on this side of the rafters too now that you pointed it out. I wasn't looking that high. That's me. Yeah, see, that's me moving it. Look.
Yep.
That's what it looks like when I move it. I mean, Evan currently has the largest battery source.
Oh. The top right just disappeared and then came back. There it goes again.
I saw that.
I don't see it.
There it goes again.
Yep.
Who's moving right now?
No one.
I
That
am
top
not
right.
moving. I am on the outside of the laser grid.
Top
Dude,
right is gone.
Top right keeps coming and disappearing. Can you do it again? That one now just did it.
In 10 seconds, I'm going to exit the bridge to see if anything changes.
Whoa. Did you just see that laser?
What?
Dude, a green laser by itself. What the fuck was that? Okay, so a green laser, I just watched it go this way and then disappear. And then I just saw a ball of light right here. It was just moving and then it just disappeared. Are you feeling okay? Cool.
Which one?
Back.
The
all
one
way.
that's never gone off.
Wait.
The new one.
The new one. The new one that we just set up.
What was that? What was that? What was that? What was that?
What?
was that? was that?
What?
How was that? How did that happen? What? How did that just happen?
What?
What happened?
The jolt of light that just ripped through the bridge? I was facing the direction as the body cam, like I'm wearing the body camera.
Wait, look at that green light behind Jerry. What the Jerry, turn around. Jerry, look on the wall.
What is?
Elton?
How is that moving?
Elton?
Whoa.
You saw that.
Where did it go?
Evan,
What?
what could possibly do that?
I don't know, but there's also another light blinking at the very end, going in and out.
The laser's getting very dim.
Can Evan, can you do me a favor for my sanity? Can you just like do like a 180 back and forth and just see if somehow...
Wait, could it be...
Yeah, no, you have no possible way.
What?
That's all. I just wanted to see if there was some lunatic way for this little flashlight to have bounced off.
But look, it's still moving by itself. Oh my God. Oh my God.
No one's moving right now.
Elton.
Guys.
I see it.
No one is moving right now.
I'm so
I see
confused.
it.
Point it out on
Elton.
camera.
No one is moving.
That wasn't
Oh,
me.
I see it.
No,
Maybe?
'cause
That wasn't me.
You stood still.
I'm gonna stand still.
Okay, I see it now. Oh, shit.
I'm standing completely still. Look at it. Dude, I'm standing completely still.
I think I saw it that time. Thank God they
Laser's
pointed it out.
Yeah, I think give about a minute more before that thing is completely wiped.
Top right just disappeared. Look at the top right blink. What?
Should we save some of the power on this for the car?
Yeah.
We still got to do the car, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I don't
Yeah.
want to. I want to know that we have the ability to use every tool twice. I know I was facing right at it, and it was exactly what you described earlier, Corey. It was exactly. It was like 5 to 6 feet long, straight bar of light like that.
Where did you see it?
I saw it right in here. Probably right here. Probably from that post.
Whoa. Whoa.
Like that right.
What?
I just saw like a firework on the floor. Swear to God. I just saw
Swear
like a
to God.
firework go off on the floor. I know I sound crazy right now, dog. I'm just telling you what my eyes just showed me. Swear to God. What? It was like you know, like the big fireworks up in the sky, and they go like that. It was like the size of a golf ball, and it was on the floor, and it was yellow. And I watched it go from a ball, and it just went. Swear to God. Swear to God. Okay, can I say something trying to debunk?
I gotta say, there's a lot that's happened in this episode. We got 40-something minutes left. Oh my God, we've been sitting here for a good minute. A lot's happened. A lot of stuff that we can't even see with our own eyes. Most of the stuff is just all stuff that's happened in their own minds and their own heads. We kind of have to take their words for it. And I do. I take I take words for it. So it is what it is. But crazy. I would love to go to this bridge.
What just happened like 10 minutes ago? Mm-hmm. Understandable. The green laser could have been bouncing off of my camera.
Sure.
Correct, and shooting it towards the wall.
Sure.
There was at certain moments, and we both saw that I would move, and we're like, okay, the green laser is reflecting off of me, and it's moving with me on the wall. I would stand completely still, like this, like a pencil, and we are, both of us, all three of us, are watching the green laser continue to go crazy everywhere, and I'm not moving.
Not moving. This caught it. They were not moving at all.
It's not the bugs either, because the bug would block out a light, not move a light.
No, and the green laser was shooting this way. It was behind.
Unless it was a firefly.
I take yours then, so I do not run into any animals. I have the keys. I will bring the car. I'll bring it over there. I'm not going to drive it in. I'm going to be very jealous if all three go off at the same time and I'm not here. I'll be back in 10 minutes. 15.
So I'm just going to tell y'all what I'm feeling right now, and I've been feeling it almost since we walked in here. When we've done investigations with Patty, and she opens the veil, she lifts the veil, I get this feeling as if like I'm in a dream, and I have been feeling that here all night, and we didn't do anything to lift the veil, and it just makes me think that this bridge is
the veil
constantly open. Like, I don't know if there's like a portal here, or if someone came here and lifted the veil and just left it open, But I finally, as like an hour or two went by, I was like, duh, that's what it feels like. It feels like the veil is open.
I am so very genuinely curious to know what is going to happen when we bring the car in. There's either two things that happen, three, I guess. One, nothing happens, nothing changes, or nothing happens. Two, we bring the car in, and all the same things happen, but now with more energy supplied by the car. REM pods haven't gone off in a while. SLS is turned off. Panasonic, everything. Third thing that happens is
Car gets drained.
we become agitators. I become an agitator. In anger, the woman, the spirit, the entity that's here, and things get bad. And I've now given all of our protection items to Whitney.
You guys want to do a quick two?
So he amplifies and he makes things worse.
Session. Why are you stuck here?
I know we've been here for a while, and you've been kind of quiet lately. Are you out of energy? Are you tired?
I believe you answered my question last time, but would you like it if more people came to visit and just talk to you?
Do you remember why you're here? Or how you got here? What happened to you?
I know we've been here for a while, and you've been kind of quiet lately. Are you out of energy?
I wonder if it's going to answer Whitney this time.
Are you tired?
What?
Your question, your question, and your question. There's something after all of them, but swear to God, after your question, I hear energy. Swear to God. Like, if you want to listen, did you hear it?
After I say, are you tired? Energy.
I believe you answered my question last.
What?
An error has occurred. Turn the camera off, then turn it on.
What?
I've never seen that one before.
Jesus.
What?
I hope it's not trying to drain
They
their...
corrupted the files.
I have no idea.
Dude, if it corrupted the whole video.
That's a trip because that never just corrupts.
That'd
That
be
never just
fucked.
go up like
And the camera's currently off. And
What?
it still shows the message?
The camera's off?
Correct. It's like stuck in power mode even though the switch is on off.
Wow, something really is fucking with the camera.
I'm afraid to just take the battery out.
Yeah, I have no idea what to do.
What?
That is fucked
It
up,
won't turn
man.
off?
I'm gonna have to pull the
Any paranormal investigator's biggest fear is probably having the footage wiped. Like, all that evidence just completely gone because it decided I want to drain that energy. And if this is a like power hungry, energy draining entity, I would be like very hesitant to be I'd be worried about the cameras like 24/7.
battery. It's literally in the off position right now.
But I am very happy to be doing this. Because for the past few years, it's kind of felt like we're not really contributing. We're not doing anything monumental. We're not doing anything beneficial. Right? It's just we show up to these locations and there's spirits who were people. We're trapped there. And we just talk to them for a few minutes and leave. It feels like a zoo. It feels like I've been visiting different zoos every single time we go out and investigate. For nearly the last 5 years, I've been to over 150 zoos. And for the first time ever, it feels like we might be helping on two different ends. One, with the spirits that might be here.
And Whitney.
With no one to talk to, no one to tell its story. Nothing at all. And then two, on the real world end of things, with seeing if maybe we can find answers for something horrific that happened.
It's off, but it still shows it's powered. Pulling the battery?
Is that what you're gonna have to do?
I mean, it's stuck. It's off.
I mean, I guess if you have to.
I have no idea.
I'm just terrified that it's gonna corrupt the entire video.
Some clips require data recovery. Are you kidding me?
Dude. Evan. He has the biggest source of energy right now.
That hasn't gone off in what, 20 plus minutes?
Holy cow.
30 minutes?
Wow.
So I'm gonna switch. So that's
The music is
stuff
so
we shot
epic right
on the
now.
other card.
Okay.
So us walking up to the bridge.
Yep.
Oops. Switch cards. Question mark.
Corrupted.
No.
Please, dear God.
Recover.
Recovering.
Oh my god.
So she drained the camera and confirmed it.
Yeah.
I feel like this has got to be the direction that we go with the overnight channel from now on. It has to be. Because I can only imagine how many more people have these stories that just are unknown or maybe have never shared before. And Whitney doing this with us tonight maybe brings up the courage for more people, maybe some of you are watching right now, to share your story and seek answers. What's the camera saying?
Yeah, it's recovering. It's just moving. I mean, it's probably gonna take a half an hour.
No.
Or so. It's like maybe estimated like 5% complete. Is that him?
Huh?
Or am I just?
What did you see?
What'd you see?
I see a light.
I don't see it.
Wait,
You don't see that?
Yeah, yep. There is a light down there.
There is a light?
Are you trying to tell us something?
What if you aim that way, or Jerry, give me your
I don't have
Dude.
a light.
your body cam.
Dude?
Here. What is happening?
What is she trying to tell us?
Do you see it?
I see it. I 100% see it.
Now what need a road?
Where's the flashlight at?
At the end of the bridge.
That's for safety.
I have another light. You will clearly see a car. If it is a car.
No, that's not a car, dog.
Do you want me to shine a light on it?
Yeah. Whoa. Did you just see that? Turn it off? You saw it?
Yeah,
Blink?
Oh my God.
Evan? Are you okay? You're okay. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to get off the bridge?
No, I'm good.
You sure?
I still see you. Like that's
I see it too, but I'm
Do you want me to turn the light off?
Walk over there.
Turn it off real quick. I'm confused.
Whoa. What's that?
Yeah, it's a good place to be attacked by coyotes.
What the f is that? What is that? Oh, cool. The dogs are barking, which means they hear it too. What's the f hearing? I don't remember walking past this. Did I go too far? Did I run past it?
I hope not. Now you're lost.
I don't remember seeing a house. I don't remember any of this. I know it was raining, but...
have my phone on me either. I don't have my phone on me. The flashlight's about to die. And I think I'm lost, which doesn't make sense because there was only one road in. Whoa. Is that you? Can we see you? What was that to the right?
It's moving, it's coming.
Oh my god. Evan?
Tell me to turn the light on.
Coming in a figure.
Evan?
Yes. You have your body cam on it, right?
Uh-huh.
He does. What is
Are you okay?
What is that?
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
I've never seen this. Can our body cams see this?
I'm so confused.
Evan, do you think our body cams can see this?
I mean, it's a small screen. It's hard to tell.
This might be some of the best evidence we've ever gotten.
It's moving.
Evan, we're looking at it.
I see it.
Seeing this.
That was the weirdest thing.
It's very difficult because they're my annoyance here is like they're not even like pointing an arrow in the direction of where they're seeing this thing, and maybe they will.
About to turn around.
It's frustrating because I'm trying to see it, and they
go
keep
down
moving
the
their
other
cameras.
road.
It's like if you're seeing somebody there, let me
This is
see
not
it.
This way. The moment before, I could see the edge of its headlight reflecting. It made me like I had just second guessed my entire thought process, and I don't know why. Made it. Are you gonna start? Started no problem. Before and after test. Okay. Should I be nervous?
You see the woman in the back of the
thing
seat?
about the story is that it's concerning is the night they came here. Yes, they heard the bang in the rear of the car and they saw her. But that's not the night that something happened. It was 4 days later. Luckily, I'm not going to be with all of them in 4 days. I'll be off somewhere else. It also happened the one time they all got back together. But I feel like for safety reasons, everyone who is on this bridge tonight should never be together again. I don't know what to do.
Well, I mean, as long as you're not, you know, because apparently what they did was they started making fun of the ghost, saying that she's not going to do anything. That, I think, is why they thought that it did something eventually, because they were saying it couldn't do anything. But as long as you don't do that, I think you'll be okay.
This is you either. I'm so confused. Is that you that we're seeing right now?
Is it coming closer?
Dude, it's walking towards us. I swear it's walking towards us. Wait, it's like coming in form.
Are you trying to warn us of something coming towards us?
Or is that you walking towards us just to say hello?
Wait, we should separate them.
Sorry.
Whoa! Look! Look! Whoa! Whoa!
That has to be.
No, dude, that's coming way too light.
Whoa.
Who's that?
Evan?
That has to be the car. Or a car. Lights coming on.
That now, yeah.
That has to be a car.
Evan?
Yes?
That's way too far. That was not what it was.
Dude, this feels like a dream. It just looked like there was someone to the right of the car standing and then just, did you see that? Yeah. And there was someone to the right of the car and then it walked away. You just saw that?
I'm dumbfounded right now, fam. I don't know what to say. What did I just saw?
Dude, please tell me one of our body cameras got that.
There has to. Before anything, ask Elton if he saw any.
Damn, it's like there's a part of me that really wishes they started walking towards it a little bit to try to get an idea of where it was standing. Like and I understand being caught in the moment. You know, you're seeing something crazy, you don't want to ruin it, you don't want to scare it away. I get that, but at the same time, man, you really wish that you were there so you could like attempt to walk towards it. Like, don't be afraid. Ah, man, that kills me. 'Cause I didn't see anything.
While driving.
Okay.
We're walking back.
I'm shaking. I'm literally shaking right now. That wasn't the car.
No.
No, dude. No way. Because remember, there was a corner that you turned.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That stayed there way too long for a corner to turn and have the light on like that.
Should we walk towards them? Elton. Okay, come here.
Okay.
Did you see anything?
When?
On the drive here.
Driving here.
No, I just heard some interesting noises, but I did not see anything at all.
All of us, including Evan, are freaking out right now. Evan, how do we explain what we just saw?
We saw a white figure.
For 3-4 minutes?
We're staring at it, fam.
Walking
We thought it
around,
was
getting closer
you.
to us?
We thought it was you and your car light, but it wasn't. There was no way.
More importantly, what else? What
It corrupted the camera.
Get the fuck out.
It's recovering. But we did an EVP session, and Jerry, what was your question?
Oh, yeah, that explains why you're not holding the camera right now.
Yeah.
I asked, we've been here for a while, and nothing has gone off for a little bit. Are you tired? Are you out of energy? On the EVP, it says you could just hear it go, energy. The moment we said that just went.
Camera said, the message was, an error has occurred, please turn off the camera. So I turn off the camera, power is off, screen still on saying, an error has occurred, please turn off the camera.
Did you capture it on that camera? The white?
No. Camera was dead before then.
Wait.
Yep.
Question. Energy. Camera dies and then you see it?
Yes.
No, I swear on absolutely everything. I walked. At one point, I actually jogged. I kept going because my flashlight was dying. I jogged all the way there. I got to the car, got back in the car. I drove here, parked there. No one went past me. No one left their house. Nothing at all. The only thing I could hear is whatever that is. No one came up or down this road. I would have seen them. It is impossible for any person or car or anything like that to have gotten past me. There is only one road in or out. At one point, I actually got confused because I walked so far. I was like, did I miss a turn? But no, one road the whole way there. Do you have it?
Have what?
Like the white figure?
Hopefully.
On this, I hope so.
Hopefully.
Damn, they're not. That's the crazy part is like they don't go that far range-wise. That's the issue.
And so, with Whitney and I, while I was looking at the camera, you looked up and she was like, wait, the car? And I kind of glanced up and I'm like, wait, yeah, I see a
Yeah, that's why I was sitting here thinking, like, why didn't you guys attempt to walk towards it? Because even I could tell by just looking, I could not see what they were seeing. And I'm like, if you at least attempted to walk a little bit towards it, maybe it would have been far enough or close enough to at least see what you're seeing. Ah, that's a bummer. That's gonna kill away me, dude. If I was Elton, that would kill me. That would kill me. I'd be like, I would have attempted to walk towards it. That's a bummer, man.
Like a white source of light. So then I turn off my light to be like, okay, like what's going on? And it just stood there. And then it's like, then everybody saw it. And it was like, holy.
Okay, now I want to say something that's really pissing me off. This is like really pissing me off right now. My body cam was like this.
What, pointed down?
Yeah.
Oh.
That entire time we're freaking out at the light.
It's wide, but it's wide out, not up. But also, I had that one set up right there.
Yeah.
But the thing is, that one is like.
But it's not pointed directly at the road. Damn, dude. Damn. If it was just angled a little bit more. Oh, that it would kill me, man. I'd be like, of course it shows up in the one spot, like around the area where the camera's not even picking it up.
It was straight.
Yeah.
That'd kill me.
Let me see. Where's the? I don't even have a big light.
I couldn't tell.
Look, you saw when I drove up, right?
Yes.
So you know it was not my car.
It was not.
Okay.
No, we confirmed
Okay.
that. It 1,000,000% was not your car.
And I drove straight the whole way. I didn't pull over. I didn't do any
No.
bullshit.
We
Yeah.
saw your car approaching.
Yeah.
Please be on the body cams.
I'm gonna go with I doubt it. Look, no matter what, this body cam. Look, point them all that way right now. Okay.
Okay.
No shot. No shot at all. It can maybe see to here, and that's look. I'll cover my IR. Can you barely see me?
I mean, I can see it pretty clearly.
Yeah.
Here, do a test. That's what I'm saying. There's no shot. They're not meant to see hundreds of feet away. That's why we brought the real camera out tonight. When we're in small locations, these are great because the light bounces off the walls, but that's why we had to use this camera tonight. Which means that's like an intelligence level, that's an unreal level of intelligence to know what camera to turn off. Because we've had the body cameras get shut off before by like a spirit. We've had that
And
happen.
to a lot of
Just
people, that's
instantly-
also pretty convenient too. But if you had that one camera facing that way, I mean, you could probably at least see somewhat of it. I mean, because again, I could still see Elton pretty okay. So if there was a physical form there, you might be able to at least see some portions of it.
turn off on our chest.
I know, but Elton, we were all shaking. That was the best evidence.
We almost captured it.
That's plausible.
Okay, it's not.
Yeah,
if it's not on my
specifically
camera,
almost
it's not
captured.
I'm sorry. I know these body cameras too well.
You saw it.
Yeah.
Tell them, please, tell them that you saw it so they believe us if it's not on camera.
I'm not saying I don't believe you. I'm just saying I know what these cameras are capable of.
That was.
And of course it fucking corrupts the camera.
This camera would've-
A minute, 1 minute before that happened.
Such a bummer.
Okay, and let's go with that theory. It was able to do that with that little bit of power. I have a vehicle. I'll give you the SLS inside the bridge. We already had a before and after with that.
Yeah.
I'll set up the laser grid too. We had a before and after with that. I'll leave you out here with the parabolic mic. And Evan and Whitney with the cameras.
Okay.
And that should be everything to document it. 'Cause if you have the parabolic mic and you see it, even if you can't get it on camera, video, we can get the audio. And for all we know, like, we might actually be able to capture her voice. After this, I just can't, like, I don't think I can go to another, like, insane asylum and feel like this is the most I could be doing with my day. You right?
I completely agree. This is insane. This is insane. I've never seen that. Even Evan saw it. We all saw it for minutes, dog. There was something just shining white walking around in the road. And it was walking closer and closer towards us. And it was just getting brighter and bigger.
You know how I imagine it to be? Kind of like a ding dong ditch.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
But this is probably happened so many times to her. I'd be upset too.
Yeah.
Right?
Honestly,
Yeah.
I can't imagine.
Yeah.
And that's
She doesn't have no cop to
so
call.
incredibly sorry.
The road isn't flat.
I
The road
know.
does this and this.
You wish Ghost Adventures house calls would be like this, where they actually go to these locations. Like Zach Baggins, he doesn't go to these locations with his crew. He normally just talks, but over like a webcam. It would be so much cooler to see like this kind of stuff where people just go out to like some of these random locations and meet random people and just help them out.
And there's tons of trees. So, like, no shot, it's my headlights.
Oh, 100%. As soon as you started pulling up, we were like, oh, okay, that's the car. That's what the car looks like. It wasn't a car.
It's one thing for Corey to see what he sees, right?
Yeah.
But it's another thing
It's
for
another
all
thing
of
for all
us,
4 of us.
and to just keep staring and keep seeing the same motion.
Yeah.
Confirmed.
I'm bewildered by her ability to do this.
I know. Me too.
I've never in my life had a friend pass away. My dog. Never had a friend. Never been in a car accident. Never severe injury. So I cannot even begin to fathom and understand what this has to be for her, and for her to be standing right here, right now.
I'm glad she's finally getting her story told. Or what.
Be heard,
whoever
really.
it is.
Yeah.
I'm glad they're finally going to be able to get heard.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I don't want people coming here and fucking around like I did.
Show some respect.
Respect.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think we might have just brought her peace.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I really hope so.
Yeah. Hope the world learns what this place is about. You know, her story now.
I will
And
say,
maybe-
them seeing this figure, I guess, does give more confirmation towards the idea that when she said they saw a woman standing at the end of the bridge, well, that's where they kind of saw her, was at the end of the bridge. So, I mean, I guess you could put it in that retrospect, that maybe, you know, if they saw it, that I guess give a little bit more confirmation to what she might have saw.
Hey, honor her. You know, people will drive by this place knowing who she is now.
I'll pull the car up to there.
Okay.
I'll set up the SLS, hand it to you. That way you can face that way, cover that way in the car. They'll be on the other side of the bridge. They can face the rear of the car. Got it. And the other road. I'll park between the REM pods. I'll give you the SLS. You'll have the parabolic mic. We'll use the same devices we've had. I'll even set up the laser grid as well, which I have right here.
Not a whole lot of
So I'll do
pausing
that
in this
as well.
episode, guys, but we're already 2 hours and 19 minutes in.
During the entire ritual, I'll roll the Panasonic.
So you get here, you park, and I think that's when you turn the car off.
Okay.
And you honk 3 times, flash your lights, and then you wait.
Okay.
And make sure, I guess, when you park, that's when you turn your lights off. Turn them off, honk, and then that's when you
And
park.
flash them 3 times.
Just want to keep you updated. We're now going to bring the car over, okay? We want people to know who you are, and we want people to know your story. We want people to stop doing what they're doing, ding dong dish you every time. Again, I'll be mad too.
Whew. So do you like ghost hunting?
Absolutely.
Pretty nuts night.
You deserve your space.
It's out there.
You deserve the peace. And I hope once people hear about you, about your story, that they bring more love to you.
This type of evidence isn't, normal.
Have we ever had some...
Is that one of you guys?
What? What'd you hear?
Dude, it sounded like someone crying. I'm not even kidding, dude.
I didn't hear it. I didn't hear that.
Dude, it sounded like someone crying. I'm not even kidding, dude.
I didn't hear it. I can't hear it. It's very faint if it is there.
Oh she's right in front of us. She is on the wall. Wow. She does what she was doing. Hello.
Standing on the rail. I'm recording the Panasonic
Yep.
now.
This is at 4%, by the way. Just died
I
down.
just hand it to you at 50%.
That's crazy because it just went at 4%.
Alright, car is going off. Waiting for all lights to turn off.
It died.
Did you just move the laser grid?
I did, but it died.
The SLS just died?
SLS just died.
Okay.
Wow. That's insane.
Here we go.
Video ends right there when he turns the lights off.
The lady in white. Are you able to tell us your name? Can you tell us why you're here? You feel anything right now?
Breezy, but I can't.
Okay.
Cause I can't just.
No, but I'm feeling it in the car. Which means it's going through there, through the window, through the car. I'm gonna do one thing then. Is that your energy, your presence I feel in the car right now? I can't hear anything.
That thing's waterproof,
Feel
right?
cold breeze in here.
That thing is waterproof, I hope.
We would truly love to learn your name. That's the last thing we would like to ask before we leave you in peace. Damn, I thought maybe. No, I thought maybe we got a name. Yeah. Well, last thing to do is see if the car turns back on. No f***ing way. It's not turning on. Look at the keys. It's in the key holes. It's not turning on. It's in the fucking key holster.
You're pressing it.
It's in the key holster where it's been the entire trip. It is not turning on. This is, you know that. We've been in this fucking car.
100%.
This is where the key
is
has
right
been.
there. What? Dude, what? How? It went off.
Why the alarm's going off? It's saying that there's no key. It won't detect anything. It's going off because I had to get out. It wouldn't even let me out.
What?
The key is literally where it's been all the time, every time. It is not moved. It is exactly in the key holster where it belongs.
And it won't start?
No. Jerry had to unlock the door for me to get out.
Dude, what?
It won't turn on.
I literally confirmed the key is right there.
Yeah,
it was right. I put it right there now.
Yeah.
But
Look, that's in
What?
the holster. There you go.
get the F out, dude.
Interesting.
Holy
Back
cow.
where it belongs. Right here in the holster.
Holy cow. No.
Let's spin it around.
Go ahead.
Huh.
Swear to God, sounded like a female voice went, goodbye. Swear to God. Swear to God. Goodbye.
Okay, why aren't they telling us when it says it? All right, I gotta really listen at this point. One sec.
Goodbye. Swear to God. Swear to God. Goodbye.
I can't hear it.
The lady in the white.
I can't hear it. You would think they would at least put like the goodbye, like where they think they hear it in the clip, but I'm trying to listen and I can't hear it. So now I'm trying to really listen and see if I can hear it, but I can't hear it. No, I can't hear it. It's not clear enough. I'll just take his word for it.
The lady in the white. If you were scared, it's okay. No matter what, your story's going out. And we want them to show love and respect to you in your resting ground.
As you drove out, I heard a female voice go, "Goodbye." Swear to God. Goodbye. Swear to God. I heard it with the headphones.
Which means it's in the recorder.
Yes.
Everything that goes through the headphones passes through the recorder. I'm perplexed by the car now, sorry. I've had the rental car for almost 2 weeks now. The keys in the holster, it starts.
He was pressing the F out of it, dude. The F out of it, fam. It will not turn on.
If that wasn't the rental car I've had since July 26th, I'd be like, maybe I don't know how to use it. Driven it every day since July 26th, and it's like August 9th. Yeah.
Thank you, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know if this is what you're
Thank
looking
you.
for, but that's, I mean, it's... Yeah, I don't know.
No, this is below my expectations.
Same, to be honest.
Jesus Christ.
Completely honest. Like,
This has been one of our craziest investigations in a very long time.
Absolutely
ever.
incredible.
I'm gonna go with ever.
Wow.
No, I'm being honest. Like, 'cause it's so like the SLS evidence off the bat is actually the best we've ever captured with it. These REM pods, again, won't mean anything to you, but the two on the outside have not gone off ever before. The wood box is like one we trust. The cat ball that got kicked earlier. Another cat ball over here got kicked. The audio recorder.
Yeah, but I would already debunk that as the wind because you said there was wind, and it does not take that much force to move a cat ball.
I mean, I don't know. And then you guys seeing it trumps anything else ever. So
The
The
green
SL
lasers moving around?
The SLS was 50% when he handed it to me. The moment I got there and it detected the same figure that's supposed to be next to me that drained me, immediately went to 4% and it died the moment we're about to start.
Yeah, like the second you turn the SLS on, standing directly in front of the hood of the car was a figure standing there.
Just literally on the thing was just like same thing.
Directly in front of the hood of the car, he captured it.
Ye- I hope
the
so.
tablet died, so I don't know if it saves the clip when it dies, but your body can.
I was facing the other
Because
way.
the screen recorder was on. Was it facing you or that way?
It was facing that way.
I feel like if anyone asks, it should be you. To ask if she wants to say what her name is. I don't know. I feel like if she's gonna answer anyone, it'd be you. Because I've asked, he's asked. We've never got an answer. But up to you if you want to.
Only
do
if
it.
you want to.
I'm down with that.
Before we leave tonight, we just have one last question.
Would you mind telling us your name?
maybe. Got 1 second of recording on there.
Before we leave tonight, we just have one last question. Would you mind telling us your name?
Nothing I can hear. How do you feel?
Good.
Good?
Oddly, yeah. I feel good.
Are you glad you did this?
Yes. Yeah. I thought about it for days, just fighting with myself. But I'm glad I came. This has been an experience I will never forget.
Thank you for letting us do this.
We gotta get a group hug.
Yeah.
We gotta get a group hug right now.
Get in here, Evan.
Thank you, seriously.
Well, goodbye. Good night. Thank you for showing us that you're here and showing my friends something that none of us had ever seen before. I appreciate it so sincerely, and I hope more people start coming here with respect and compassion. And the other thing is, you do not have permission to follow me, attach to me, or anything else of that nature once I leave the bridge. Good night. You do not have permission to follow me.
You do not have permission to follow me.
You do not have permission to attach to me.
You do not have permission to attach to me.
You must stay here.
You must stay here.
Goodbye and thank you.
Goodbye and thank you.
Pretty crazy investigation. Get the clarification and, you know, some coverage on this from a paranormal investigation crew. I think that was probably the most satisfying part of this entire investigation, which there were a lot of satisfying part. The entity that they saw. It's a shame that we didn't get the entity on camera. That would have been insanely cool. But other than that, I mean, it was a pretty good investigation overall. And I know so many of those kind of bridges around these areas. Local kids like to make up stories to spook each other, of course. That's always gonna be a thing. And once, you know, kids from back in the day told these local legends, then it got passed down and passed down and passed down, and it just becomes what we know today as like a ghost story, one of those ghost folklores, right? Pretty cool. I dug the hell out of that. Thank you again, Nicole, for recommending that to me. I'm very happy to get back a little bit into the overnight channel, which I already said I was gonna do, but yeah, again, these are like 2-hour-long videos, so it does take a lot to sit down and actually watch it, trying to get invested. And thankfully, this one was very investing. I actually got very much invested into it. So again, if you like this type of content, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're around here. Go to my GoFundMe, check it out. It's trying to help me buy my childhood home. We're almost to $2,000. I think we're only $100 away from $2,000. So the house is selling for $62,000, so that's already brought us down to $60,000 in total that we have to gain now. And I just appreciate every single one of you, and thank you so much, because it does mean a lot to me. I am doing my best to get more content kicked out for you guys, and until next time, please do take care.
JCARTSARTS is throwing down, coming after all these paranormal clowns. He's watching, not letting get away. On his way, JCARTSARTS, tearing the fakers apart. He with his heart, no one dare tell him can't react, because JCARTS has your back. JCARTSARTS has your mark. JCARTSARTS is throwing down, coming after me. If you caught a chance, JCARTSARTS is through. You won't be let down.